All right, ladies, gentlemen, and kiddies, thanks to Kawasaki Motor of US, I'm here at the Texas Motor Speedway for the Get On Moto Fest. And I'm here, I will be taste testing the KLX300 SM Budget SuperMoto. I came here to Texas because of Kawasaki, right there. Okay, let's get it on. Any tall bikes, use the pegs to get in and get it on. Let's adjust the mirrors. Here, turn it on. Oh wow, I like this gauge already. And or before we start, ergonomics check. I'm 6'3", 200 to 220 pounds with a 35-inch overall inseam and a size 13 foot. And so far, while sitting, I'm fully flat-footed. The pegs kind of touches a little bit of my calf area, but not too much. The good thing is the suspension of this bike compresses so low to the point I can stand up like I'm in a cruiser. See, my feet are forward and everything. Awesome. First impressions, I rarely ride bikes like these. Alrighty, let's get it on. Oh, nice. First. Alright, first impressions. This bike is light. All dual sport bikes are light. It's the perfect platform for new riders to learn with. Unless if you're short, that will be a small cruiser or a classic standard would be a better bet. But right now, oh, nice blue gauges. Nice. So that's what you expect. It's a dual sport based bike with sport bike tire sets. And this is a nice 300cc bike. Right now, anything above 4,000 revs, it can get a little vibey. I can feel significant amount of vibrations on my butt. Medium to minimal on my handlebars. No, it's significant on my handlebars. The same vibration on what I feel on the handlebars is what I feel on my butt. On my pegs, minimal vibrations. It can get a little buzzy if you're gonna take this on the freeway, but that's not the point of this bike. This bike's purpose is to have fun on city streets, and you don't need to go fast for you to do so. And one thing I like about dual sport bikes on this setup, this SuperMoto setup, is that you're not afraid to go with potholes, because the suspension travel is similar to a dual sport bike. Too bad there's no gear shift indicator on this model, on the KLX line, but who cares? Just get the feel with the bike, because you will feel it a lot. I think this one has a 5-speed manual transmission. I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong or something. But so far, if you keep the revs below 5,000 revs, it can get really smooth. Rev matching is very easy. The rear brakes has a little bit spongy feel, but it's easy to modulate. The front brakes is very tactile and easy to modulate. The talkback is very nice. Of course, it's not as torquey as a typical V-twin or an L-twin or a 4-cylinder or a triple. This engine, I think this is a thumper, 1 cylinder. It It's adequate. It's very adequate for city riding. Since we're in Texas, everything is flat and wide here. So you might get impatient when riding this bike. Right now, there's a real active railroad track here, so I might as well stop behind the rails. That's the right way to do. Don't force yourself to be on the rails. Let's test it. Very buzzy, but very fun. Very evolving, even. The side mirrors, that's a very good articulation and very good view coverage. I'm having a hard time keeping up with these guys, but it's okay. I'm having boatloads of fun. Yeah, most SuperMoto dual sports, especially in the lower CC range, it can get buzzy. These bikes can get buzzy. Same goes with the DRZ400. Same goes with anything converted dual sports that you might have, like the CRF250 or those type of bikes, or even lower displacement bikes like the WR155 in Asia or the XR155. The gear selector is very, very tactile and light. The clutch lever has a very good feel and light feeling. The grab bite is like right around, I think it's right around 50%. Yeah, around 50 to 60%, 65% towards full release. But of course you have the option to adjust it along the way. Yeah, it feels like you're riding a dual sport, but with a sport-oriented tire set. It's a real SuperMoto bike. So if you want to get into the fundamentals and techniques of riding a motorcycle, I think this is it. It's lighter than a classic standard and a little bit less electronics than most bikes. It has anti-lock brakes, which is good. That's always good in any way. Like most dual sports, they do exhibit some dive, but it's okay. I'm doing a SuperMoto style dirt bike, kick out style, not a full lean like what you typically do on a naked bike. Oops, I didn't know I was in neutral. Easy to put to neutral too. I'm not gonna force myself. Safety first, especially on demo days like these. Very light. If you just want a low budget bike that you won't be worried about, you know, crashing, I think this is the bike. This is a perfect school bike if you're tall enough. Only if you're tall enough. Okay, I'm clear to overtake. Because usually on demo days we're not allowed to overtake, but I think this is a special case. Awesome. Awesome! I like Texas. Yeah, I like the layout of this gauge, this LCD gauge. It's very clear. Too bad there's no gear shift indicator. You can get one aftermarket from Heel Tech for that, and it's a very, very, very involving motorcycle. I just like this bike because it's so simple. You don't have to go fast to have fun. You can learn certain techniques that you won't be able to on an expensive naked bike. You won't have to worry about crashing on this bike because there's little to no fairings on it, and it's smooth. I'm doing around 60 miles right now, 55 to 60 miles at 6,000 revs on top gear. The buzziness is tolerable. You can put grubby grips if you want, but it's very tolerable. If I like to learn supermoto life, I'd like to start on this bike. The DRZ, but the DRZ is a little old already. But everyone loves that bike. And the parts is like everywhere in comparison. As you expect on any dual sport bike, it absorbs bumps like nothing, basically. You just have to be careful on certain surfaces because you're basically riding a sport bike type tires. Engine brake is, as always, very good. Low speed, of course. It's a lightweight bike. The technique of riding this bike is for you to shift it not as aggressive. You have to ride this bike like very, very smooth per se. If I'll get a new dual sport supermoto, I think this might be it for me. Because the DRZ, sure, it has extra CCs, but I'm not yet a wrencher. I'm not that mechanically inclined. People think that I am, but I'm not. I don't have the tools. I have that OCD factor when it comes to fixing my bikes or cars. Yeah, I need to learn more about the supermoto life. Sure, I don't know how to do wheelies or those extreme sliding situations, but hey, you will learn anyway, so might as well. Now we're back to the tunnel. I don't want to go full throttle because it's wet inside. Yes, yes. We're back at the infield area. And the good thing is also with this bike is, even with earplugs on, you can still hear the engine. And that's on a stock exhaust. What more if you put a slip-on this? In fact, I'm very impressed with this bike. I encourage, if you're tall enough, to get this as your first bike. Well, besides use, of course. Of course, if you want to get a first brand new beginner's bike, brand new, this will be it. Easy, low speed, capable bike. I haven't put my foot down yet since we got in. Oh, this is nice. This is very good. Awesomeness. And we're back at the Kawasaki trailer. I think I will ride the standard KLX, the one with the knobbies. Alrighty, just like where I left it, where I got it from. Okay, so here you go. It's already, we're stopped. Put a neutral. There you go. It's hard to feel the neutral though, in my opinion, but there you go. Off, then off. The side stand, easy to deploy, easy to reach, easy to find too. And there you go. The KLX300 SM. Please subscribe to my channel. Just search me on Google and you'll find me there. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.